Yeah, he was a game changer in this year and last year. We've had a hard time getting him out. He's put together good at-bats.
Is your argument there with the umpire that you didn't think the Royals let him out early enough and they were taking a look at it? Take your what?
Yeah, that's a hazy rule, if there is one. But I know it would have been barked at if it was on the other side. And the way that I originally was told this had to happen, it has to happen right away. And, you know, part of it's my guys already got off the field. They're already getting their bats ready. They've already shut down mentally. I think that's the purpose for having some sort of guidelines. And with that being said, you know, I wasn't happy that it got to that point. Somebody's got to catch that. So, you know, is there this hard and fast rule? I'd say no, and I know that. The umpire is quick to point out that if I had done the exact same thing, he would give me the same courtesy. But at that point, you know, I wasn't interested in the courtesies. I was interested in what that was going to do to my team.
Might any other frustrations also boil over there?
Yeah, apparently. I mean, because, I lost it in a hurry with him. I don't remember what he said, but I didn't like it. And, and I didn't like some of the things I was seeing, just like most of our team didn't like things we were seeing. You know, it was a game of missed opportunities, whether guys on base taking advantage of free bases given to us, not taking advantage of them, and then giving up some free ones. That's kind of been this series with this Royals team, and they capitalized on it, and we opened the door.
Do you think it's unfair at all? I'm trying. I haven't seen too many games that kind of have this many sloppy elements to it. Do you think that's unfair? When you look at the way the defense played, like you said, some of the running. Do you think that's overstating this particular game?
I think we made some mistakes. Mistakes happen, though. I mean, we got to fix them. I mean, we've been saying this for a while, and I know our guys hold themselves to a high level of expectation, and some of the plays that have happened, aren't in those expectations. They haven't met them, and we got to continue to figure out how to get it right on a consistent basis. But part of it is just this game, and when you start talking about the offensive opportunities, you got to have big hits. You got to have guys that come through in those big situations. But that's asking a lot, and got right back into it and continued to make a push. Just not enough.
Do you think Leak deserved better?
Leak threw well, yeah, and shouldn't have had many marks against him at all. And I know our defense realizes when he steps on the rubber that it's going to be a lot of action there. They're going to have opportunities, and we made some good plays, but also had some that got through. Yeah, you get that many free bases, and we got to make a mark. But you got to look at a plus defensive play too, right there in the first. With the ball just trickling past, our guys were thinking the right thing. Carp had a great jump. Colton's got to make sure Carp goes, and just enough hesitation that a plus defender is going to make a great play, and that's exactly what he did. Very heads-up play, which kind of shut that down. But we had opportunities. We had guys on base to make something happen, and they kept it from happening.
Do you think some of the lack of crispness you can see can be fixed overnight? Or does it have to take time to get right?
No, because I'm seeing good play too. I mean, we're talking here on this road trip. We were winning some close games that we had to do all the little things right, and we were, and we will. And you're talking about players and not necessarily the young players that we were talking about the early season. We're talking about some guys who might be out of position, what they're accustomed to, like Johnny, but he's a very good defender. And you're going to have nights when mistakes happen. That's all there is to it. I think he's looked good overall at third, and he's going to get better. The more opportunity he gets out there, the more chances he gets to go work.
Do you feel like it's been a jagged first 3 months and that you haven't necessarily had sustained traction that you've been putting that crisp play from any day to?
I would say that we haven't hit our stride on a consistent basis, and it needs to be on a consistent basis. I haven't seen that just where it gets to the point where that's what we expect, and it's just going to happen. We saw a little run of it when we were in Pittsburgh. We saw some pretty good baseball when we were in Chicago, but to have everything come together, it just hasn't yet. And you can't just beat up one element of it because it's usually one of the others, kind of leaving us at certain times. But it's all there, and it's just a matter of us continuing to work. That's all there is to it. There's no secret here. We got to work our way through it, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, and not allow ourselves to buy into the fact that when we have games that don't look like what we want them to look like, we can't buy into the fact that that's who we are, because it's not. And a lot of talk, it's not meant for anybody but us, and I know we have it in us.
Do you anticipate Scotty or Diaz in the lineup tomorrow?
Hopeful.
For both of those guys on the
We're trying to stay away from it if we could.
What's the dugout like right now when these things are happening to you? The dugout's still alive?
Well, I mean, look, we came back twice last night. You don't come back twice against a good team unless you have kind of winning players and the right kind of character and makeup. I mean, that's a tall ask anytime. But to come back late in the game and to keep fighting and score off the back end of their bullpen, there's everything we need to see. That's not an issue as far as us not having the right kind of life or the right kind of attitude or positive expectations. That's not the issue right now. It's just a matter of figuring it out all together and putting it together. And when it happens, it's going to be fun. We just got to do what we can to get it there.